After hysteria overtook Washington and much of America, President Trump signed an executive order ending his policy of separating illegal immigrant children from their parents.
We're going to have a lot of happy people. This has been going on for 60 years. 60 years, nobody's taken care of it. Nobody's had the political courage to take care of it.
Joining us with more on the president's decision and to talk about immigration reform in America is Maria Espinoza. She's president of the Remembrance Project. Maria, what do you think of the president's executive action?
I think it shows that President Trump has compassion for everyone, and he is legislating for the betterment of America, but also he listens, and he's a caring person, and which makes him a great leader. He is still very strong, however, on the fact that he wants his border security, a border wall, and that he will place the safety of all Americans first.
Maria, in all this emotional debate about 2,000 children being removed from their parents, and I know that's only about 10% of the total children, because most of them are unaccompanied minors that are being held in detention facilities. But what was the truth about all this? There were allegations that they were being placed in Nazi-like concentration camps and cages. How is this any different than how they were treated maybe 5 years ago?
Well, I think first and foremost, we have to think about America's children. And, our legislators right now on all levels of government are not enforcing existing laws in order to keep our children in our community safe. But back to these, what the fake news has talked about, these concentration camps, which is absolutely the opposite. They have 3 well-balanced meals a day. They're an air conditioning facility. They have a foosball table, a pool table, a basketball table. They watch movies. They have television. This is not what the fake news wants people to believe, and they don't want the truth out there because, of course, they probably are treated better in our country than back at home.
But still, we saw these images of crying children being removed from their parents. And, I was surprised because one of them I saw, I think it was in an ABC story, had a graphic of a child going, "Daddy, Daddy." And it's like, if that was a child from Central America, wouldn't they be saying, "Papi, Papi"? Where did they learn English?
Good point. You're absolutely right. And it also shows that, the left media, fake news is not above being a bit untruthful, Gary. So I think that all of this process in what President Trump is doing, placing America first, is exposing how far the left will go to push their liberal agenda.
Well, what is that agenda? What is that agenda, Maria? What's the goal?
The goal, the ultimate goal, Gary, is to take down our country, to ruin America, to overflood America with other countries' undesirables, which there are countries, as we can see now, that they are being pushed out by their own government intentionally. Remember, Mexico put out that publishing in the 90s telling their nationals where to go, what to do, how to get here to the United States, and what to do when they arrived and what to say. And we've known that for some time now. But again, the left media does not publish that and tell the truth about it. And, the Democrats want that new voter bloc. And the Republicans here, they continue to take money from the open borders lobbyists. And, in our opinion, that is blood money that they are taking to fill their reelection campaign coffers, Gary, while our children are filling America's coffins. This has to stop. And first and foremost, American politicians have to take care of Americans and our families.
And it doesn't seem like we're going to have real reform here before the midterm election. Legislation is not expected to be approved in Congress. So what do you think of that?
Gary, we have existing laws, immigration laws and laws here, ways and processes that people can come to our country. So I'm fine with that. I actually would rather just step away from Washington, D.C. and go home and make sure that laws in their areas are being enforced in order to have a safer country and really, really give back America back to the American people where it belongs, and stop legislating for the betterment of non-citizens.
Okay, Maria Espinoza, the Remembrance Project. Stay in touch with us. Thanks for joining us, Maria.